Block Boy Radio.
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 Block Boy Radio. Block Boy Radio.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Block Boy Radio again with Hectic Dodger. And today we got two new guests doing their thing, designing. You know, a lot of people are doing designing these days. You guys mind introducing yourself?
No, not at all. Hi, I'm Barbara, boss lady from Boss Apparel Los Angeles.
And I'm Crystal with Boss Lady also.
That's right.
Right. So, boss lady, we want to know first a little bit about yourself. Can you tell us, you know, kind of where were you born? How was it growing up? Or your early years?
Okay. So I grew up in South Central or Compton area when I was a kid, and my parents moved me to Eagle Rock.
Oh.
He wanted to get us, you know, up, and he was a bus driver for MTA back in the days. So
okay.
yeah, so he moved us out to Eagle Rock, and so we lived there and grew up in Eagle Rock.
You went to elementary school?
I went to Eagle Rock Elementary, Eagle Rock High School, and then I had a baby. Didn't finish high school.
Oh.
So I didn't finish high school. Became a single mom, and I started just being a mother. And then what happened? So after becoming a mother, being a single mom, I went back to school.
Okay.
I went back to school. I finished my high school.
Congrats. That's a blessing.
Thank you. So that was tough. And being a single mom was tough.
Yeah.
Raising my son because because I was with his dad and we moved back to South Central.
Okay.
So I raised my son over there. So my son and I, we went from South Central to Southgate, you know, being a single mom, moving around. And so after that, I finally, when he turned 3, I started working for L.A. Unified.
Okay.
And so I went back to school and got my degree for child development.
Nice.
And then I had another baby and I got married. And I was married for 12 years. And then I was a single mom again. So didn't pick them right, I guess. But, you know, it was me and my kids. And we were just best friends. My kids and I. And I did everything for them. And they became my life. So there was no more school. No more. It was all about work. Sometimes 2-3 jobs. Because I had 2 boys. And so they wanted to play sports.
Okay.
And so there was mom, you know, working 2-3 jobs to put them in sports and trying to take care of them, put them through school, babysitters, and all that. So that's that part.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing. I highly respect you sharing, and it's pretty inspirational to see that, you know, being a single mother and you know, progressing and still overcoming life's hurdles. I come from a single mom, so my respect is always very high for single moms. So that's right. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You
sharing.
know, it ain't easy, especially, you know, back in the days. Probably what we say in the 90s.
The 90s.
90s. That was a rough time, you know, things, you know, Latinos were getting pregnant young, and other Latinos getting locked up, and it wasn't easy. You know, how was it growing up in your teenage years? How was that? Was it rough? Was it?
No, I actually had a pretty good life. You know, my mom and dad, they were still together. They're still together now. So
Nice.
I did have a good life. I just went in my own direction.
Yeah.
You know, and didn't choose wisely, I guess, or just fell in love with.
Yeah, I want to say not wisely. We all go through
fell in
stuff.
love with
No,
that.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah.
You were
We
just
all
in
go through
love, you know.
stuff.
Yeah, I was just in love.
How old were you when you were pregnant that you had to drop out of high school?
I was 17 and I was really close to graduating.
Oh,
What high school?
I went to Eagle Rock High.
That's right.
I went to Eagle Rock High.
How'd your parents take the news when you told them you were pregnant?
Yeah, my dad was not having it. He was really strict. I was raised in a very strict home.
Where are your parents from?
My parents are from here.
Okay.
They were both born here.
Okay, nice. But is it a Mexican background?
third
or
generation.
Third generation Mexican?
I'm third generation.
Nice.
Mexican? Third generation?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's
right.
dope.
Do you know where your where your origins come from? Like what part of Mexico?
It goes back far. No, I don't.
No, okay. Your family. One more question. Sorry. Migrated here from Mexico or Texas to New Mexico? Yeah.
To
okay.
New Mexico.
Okay.
Like that.
I like it. I like that.
That's
Okay.
what's up. We don't get a lot of third generations here in LA, right? A lot of us are usually first generation, and right now our kids are second generation. So it's dope to see third, and your kids are fourth generation. So that's dope. So you said you moved back to South Central, right?
I did.
And then you ended up splitting up with your ex-husband, right?
Yes.
And then you went back to Eagle Rock?
No, I stayed out there in Southgate
Okay.
for a few years, and then I was just tired, and so I ended up moving back to. I moved to Glendale,
Okay.
and that was when I got the job with LA Unified.
Where you get your degree from? CSUN?
Valley College, and then CSUN.
That's right.
That's what's up. I want to see that too.
LAVC Monarchs in the house.
There you go. What finally told you, like, let me go into school and get a degree and change my things up, and how was that experience too?
Yeah, it was a rough experience because I had kids, so it made it really hard. I had a job and then kids, and so it was a little rough, but I did it for my kids.
That's right.
And that I wanted them to see that their mom was going to make it one way or another.
That's what's
That's
up.
badass.
And if you don't mind me asking, how long did it take you? So people know that, hey, some people have it, do it in 4 years, and other people might take longer.
Yeah.
But there's always, you can always finish school. So how long did it take you?
It took me about 4 years, maybe even longer, because I had to stop and go back.
Well, 4 years is quick,
Yeah.
like with kids and
I
working.
was going straight from work, and back then I was working like 10, 11 hours because I was on the school bus because I work with students with mentally, that have challenges. And so I'd ride the school bus, and sometimes I'd be on the bus for 11 hours.
Oh, man.
I mean, through the whole day, and then, work an 11-hour shift, and then have to, go to school. I wasn't getting home till after maybe like almost 10 o'clock after picking up my kids from my mom's and then going. And so it was a lot.
That's
I
cool.
struggled, and it was hard, but, I made it.
That's a
Yeah,
blessing.
that's-
You had support from your mom, right? And your
I
parents
did.
helping
My parents
babysit?
helped me babysit. They were. My mom was the babysitter, and she supported that.
That's right. Were you doing homework on the bus?
I was doing
Hiking?
homework at school. I was like, yeah, I was.
That's good. Any cool programs that helped you while you were at Valley College, like EOPS, any program that you're willing to share?
Yeah, no, I didn't really do that.
All right.
So yeah, that's how that was that up until that point.
Yeah. So how'd you end up finally saying, like, let me start designing clothes and all that?
This is where it gets deep. So I was divorced for many, 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 many years, and I had told myself that was it. Like that was gonna be it. Now I was tired, so I ended up getting married one more time, and I had split up with my husband, and it was a very bad breakup.
Oh.
It was a really bad one. I don't mind sharing, but it was one of those ones that, it got me good. And I remember it was through the pandemic. It was during the pandemic, so everything was just like, I was scared to be by myself during this time. I had some, my kids, and so one day I was just there, and my middle son Ryan, he actually said, "Come on, Mom." Oh, because my house used to be the house where all the kids would come because I was a single mom, so I wanted them close.
The cool mom.
Yeah, so I was the one that was running around at, my house. And whenever I would get home from work, they would say, "Hi, Boss Lady." So it started like 8 years ago before I even knew about Boss Lady or even had a thought in my head.
Who called you that for?
All the kids,
Boss Lady?
Yeah, they
Okay.
would,
Oh, all right.
"Hi, Boss Lady," they would, all the neighborhood kids would call me Boss Lady. So anyways, now we're here, and I had broken up, and I was having a really hard time with that. And my middle son was like, "Come on, Boss Lady, get it together. You're the boss lady, Mom.
That's
You're the
right.
boss lady." So I'm gonna start crying. He was telling me like, "Get it together, Mom, get it together." So he's like, "You can, he's like, "Why don't you make masks?" So I was like, "Mask?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Put a bee with the crown," and he's the one that designed that bee with the crown.
Oh, okay.
So he was the original.
That one?
Oh yeah, the bee with the crown. Oh, this one doesn't have
Oh,
it, but yeah,
no?
does yours?
It's like that.
That one?
It's
a
like
little
this with the
different.
bee, yeah. And
Okay.
so we started with mask. So I was selling out the trunk of my car and
right.
selling to people at work, and I sold out.
That's
and then I said, "Oh, I like this. I'm gonna go get tank tops." And then it went from tank tops to T-shirts, and I started making a bunch of stuff. And So then I just said, you know what? I'm going to take it all the way. I'm not going to stop. You know, I'm going to show these kids right here I am the boss lady, because that's how they look at me, that, you know, because I've taken care of them all my life, that they were looking at me like the boss lady. I wasn't feeling it, but they were feeling that their mom was the boss lady. So I was like, you know what? I'm the boss lady. I'm going to show them that they can do it too. If mom could do it and pick herself up, then you guys can do it. And that's how I started.
Wow. And this is like, you think the beginning of the pandemic, so you're like just barely, not even 2 years yet.
No.
So you just grew like you picked it up and just, it took off.
I did, and you know, and sometimes I feel embarrassed to even say it, but I had no business background at all whatsoever. And I, like, to me, I know it was God that gave me this, because I had nothing. I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel embarrassed. I'll be like juicing that as much as possible. That's motivation. You think about, like, in our society, how many people are going through the same thing, especially during a pandemic, right? There's a lot of breakups, a lot of violence, domestic violence that people don't know about. And it's good to hear stories like yours, you know, because people don't realize, like, they think there's no way out, right? Or you're so depressed, you can't see the light.
Right.
And, you know, you're showing that there is a light. And then you're showing the struggles too, because it wasn't easy. You need motivation from your own children to be like, you know what, fuck yeah, I am fucking a boss lady.
Yeah.
You owned
know?
it.
Yeah. So, you know, that's not easy, you know? So the first thing you did was your mask.
Yeah, I started with mask.
Well, and then what made you go into like T-shirts?
Because I sold out, and so I started getting excited, like, oh, I like this. You know, I do like this. And so
What did you like about it? Like,
I just like that people, you know, like my designs. You know, they like the way I was styling them, and they just like my product, and I like that feeling.
That's dope.
right. That validation, like heart, my little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
getting
just
it.
like, I can do this.
And your kids be like rocking it and
Oh,
taking
yeah.
it to school and trying to sell
all
it
the
and all
time.
that.
My son always wears my stuff. He's like my biggest fan.
That's
right.
dope. That's dope.
right.
Nothing like your own kids, right? You're like, if these kids like it, I know I'm in. You know
Right.
that's it.
Good situation.
Yeah.
And he'll call me. He's like, "What's up, BL?" Boss lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we should be
I
on.
like that. I was
BL.
expecting like BS. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
No,
Woo.
he's like, "What's up, BL?"
That's right.
Yeah, he's my.
Okay, and then how have you been inspired to do other stuff? Because now you have shirts, you have masks, you have sweatshirts. What else you got going
sweats. I have eyelashes.
on? Oh, that's what's up.
Let's see what else. We have mugs, wine glasses, coffee cups, bottle openers,
Damn, now you talking my language.
kitchen mittens, aprons.
Damn, that's right.
Aprons.
How do you get these ideas to be like, yeah, let's try this or try that?
I'm like impulsive, huh? I'm
yeah.
like always like, I want this.
I
I
have to
want
give
that.
her like 24 to 48 hours on an actual decision. It's like she comes to me with an idea, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let her sit for a little bit, and then she'll come back and be like, okay, wait, I kind of changed my mind a little bit. Yeah, I knew you would.
That's right.
But no, it's good though. It's always a good it's always a good outcome, you know, from
Yes.
her ideas. So
So like, I mean, now you're jumping in, right? Like you're helping her out. How did you guys end up meeting?
it was
Through a
like
mutual friend.
friend of friend.
Have you guys known each other for years, or just like
No.
also this is all recent?
I came in right after she decided to make it like a company and her brand.
When did you do it officially as a company?
Last year.
Last year?
Ago.
A year ago.
Congrats. That's right.
So she just passed your anniversary now.
Yes,
right?
we just did that pink anniversary.
With the lawyer and all that, huh? Because when I was talking to you, I think you were already in the process. You were like, yeah, I'm on the phone with my lawyer. I was like, okay, my bad. Let me grab the sweater.
So I ran and got a lawyer because I had been with LA Unified so long that I had a lot to lose. So I wanted to make sure that everything was done right.
That's what's up.
right. That's
That way I can
good.
pass everything down legit to my kids, my grandkids.
Oh, there you go.
That's right.
Bigger picture.
I love it. You're thinking that's next level because a lot of people don't think like that.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm building my empire for my grandkids.
That's what's
That's
up.
right.
So you guys met when?
Or how?
Or yeah, when and how?
Just by chance, she needed somebody to make something for her, and I was already making stuff because I had come from already my own clothing line, and I ended up taking up everything myself and doing everything myself. So I had created the space in my home, so everything was done, by hand. So then when I finally established myself, then she comes along and she needs somebody to make something for her. So we just got linked up by friends and friends. And,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we just
And then it just like built from there. And I mean, we've become like
sisters.
It's been we both have very parallel paths that we've come from. Different backgrounds, of course, but like our stories are very similar. So it just, the understanding and like the energy between us is like, the motivation is always there. We just kind of feed off each other. So we definitely keep each other, you know, come on, let's go. We have to do this.
Get up.
Get it together.
Get up.
We have, you know, our kids that are looking at us, and same thing, like her kids look at her, my kids look at me, you know, and they're involved and they support and they rock my stuff just as much as hers. And it's just like there's no failure. Like, you cannot fail here. You have to keep going.
I love it.
So.
Yeah.
You guys remember the first time you guys met? How that went down?
Do you remember? Late at night.
Yeah.
She was waiting for. I didn't know she was waiting for me at this, like one of the mutual friends' houses, and I had been working on stuff for her, and I heard she was going to the house, and she was gonna like meet me there, and I didn't know that she was only going there to meet me to get the stuff that I was making for her. So she had been waiting for me for like, I don't know, an hour and a half, and I was like, okay, cool, like I'm getting everything done, finished, and then I showed up and. Sure enough, she was just waiting for me. So I had been making her wait. But then, you know, she saw the product and everything just kind of like
I mean, she just
went
took the
from there
design
and-
that I want. And you I used to do it. Embarrassed, but I used to do it like stick figures. You know, do a stick figure and do like this crown, like
Little butterflies.
little butterflies, and she would just bring it to life. She brings it to life for me, and she knows where I'm coming from. She knows what I want.
Did you go to school for
No.
that? Oh, it was your self-taught or yeah?
Yeah, so I have. It's been a long road, but now I still have so much stuff that I don't know, but at least it gets me by. I feel like much more confident now than I had ever, the past couple of years. Doing it myself now, I do everything from start to finish. So I've picked up tricks here and there, from different people, and then, but really I just kind of just teach myself. I'll watch videos, or I thought about going back to school, but then like my life doesn't really permit me to do it right now, so it's just difficult finding the time. I'd rather spend the time just creating stuff and going off what I know.
So you both learning on this whole thing together.
Yeah.
And, wow, that's crazy.
Luckily, I had
Self-taught.
already established what I had up to the point where she came in, because I was able to create what she needed. And then along the way, like, skills just kind of got picked up too. So then we're able to like widen the horizon of like things that she can have printed, or little tricks of designs and putting stuff together. So it's been a really nice journey together.
That's cool. That's cool. What application or program do you use to design?
I use Photoshop.
Photoshop.
And then I also have like the silhouette, the cameo.
Okay.
So that allows me to like do stuff in Photoshop, but then I can also like redesign stuff in silhouette. So that program, it's kind of like Illustrator, but it goes straight to my cutter. So everything is done like piece by piece. So it's not like if I have a big run of stuff, literally everything is done piece by piece. So everything has like a piece of us on every item. It's handmade. It's made with love.
That's right. The boss touch.
And this is only the beginning.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
I see the development.
This is only the beginning.
What I thought was dope, because obviously we've been following each other online for a while, but when I remember like a while back, you put up one of your designs in like your neighborhood liquor store. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's dope. I like that hustle, because I respect it. And then later on, I just seen the development, and I was like, that's dope. And I'm excited to continue to see y'all grow and keep doing what y'all doing.
Yeah, so she was doing that before I even came along. So when I came in and then I seen that and I saw her hustle and her motivation, and I'm like, come on, let's work.
Let's
do
get it.
This.
It was a good.
So it was like, it was perfect timing for both of us. It was like, we're both ready. We're both going through our own stuff, and it just like, we just meshed perfectly together at the time. And we also handle each other's ups and downs, like, energy wise, like we help each other and we motivate each other, and we're there for each other for sure. So there's no going backwards on this.
That's right. So what does that represent? What does your brand represent?
My brand represents, well, how can I put it? It actually represents, just being strong and just, you can fall, but you get back up and you straighten out that crown and you keep going. You don't stop.
dope.
You don't stop. And that goes, at first it was about women, like the boss lady, and that's how it started. But then it's also for men too. Men go through a lot of things too. And, sometimes you just have to keep pushing forward, and you don't get time to, acknowledge that, how much you guys go through, how much we go through. So Boss Apparel Los Angeles represents, a person that's strong and motivated, has perseverance and dignity, loyalty, dignity.
And the kids along the way.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's
right.
powerful. I love that.
You start off strictly for like women, right?
did.
So when did you finally say like, you know what, like, yeah, men are struggling? Like, what made you say that and let me do something for them too? Do you remember that?
Yeah, because I would get a lot of men asking, when are you going to do something for the guys?
That's
They
right.
would ask me, when are you going to do something for the guys? When are you going to make something for the guys? So I just started.
That's what's
Give
up.
the people what they want. I mean, but that's dope. I like what you said about like men go through things too, but in society historically, the way like a male has been portrayed as like, nah, you can't cry, boys don't cry, boys don't this, boys don't that. And then, like I'm glad to hear you like, yeah, we do go through things too, and we gotta embrace it and reflect and grow from it as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's true. Can you tell us the definition to you as what boss or boss lady means?
Yeah, the definition of a boss lady to me is a woman that gets life done. That can be at home, at work, but just basically that just gets life done and knows how to balance.
Yeah.
Knows how to balance her life.
When you say just gets life done, what does that mean?
I mean, takes care of business, takes care of her home, takes care of herself, takes care of her kids, or whatever. She takes care of her cat, whatever it may be, as long as, she knows that a boss lady knows
Yeah.
the meaning of balance.
Yeah, because a lot of people, when they think, oh, I'm a boss, people think, oh, it's the girl that driving that Mercedes or that Bentley.
Right, or gets their nails done, or has their hair done all the time. No, to me,
No.
that's not what a boss lady is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have to agree with you. Like it's that there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff that people don't know that what boss lady means. I mean,
Yeah.
how many people are stay at home, don't have time to get their nails done,
Exactly.
but still getting the stuff done at home and
Right.
getting things done for their family. So
Yep.
yeah.
Boss lady takes care of business.
That's right.
What about a boss man?
And a boss man, too. Big boss.
That's
Big
right.
boss.
That's what's up. All
right.
right.
Big boss.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm with that.
So with the men is big boss,
That's big boss.
and the women are not big bosses.
Boss lady.
We're boss ladies.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
big boss. Woo!
I like
that.
What you say?
Yeah. Yeah, big boss.
You guys linked up and got things going, and can you tell us maybe some of the struggles you have had so far, like, or any bumps or something you had to overcome as far as creating your brand and where we're at right now?
Well, for me, my greatest challenge is social media. I have such a hard time posting things, or like, I'm trying to think of things to say, or pictures to post. That's been one of my hardest challenges. That's been a big challenge for me.
And how have you tried to overcome that?
And this is crazy, but I never look at other people's stuff. I'll look at them if they're coming in with their posts, but to try to mimic them or do things like that, I don't do that. And I think maybe I should start trying to look into things like that, because I'm just trying to come out with my, the top of my head, and I just can't. So that's been a real struggle for me with these probably social media platform for me. What about you?
I mean, more for her is just keep it simple. Put it out there. I mean, people are just looking at what you have to sell and what you have, to offer them. And I mean, she's been really creative though. I'm really happy and proud of her, because she's taken it and she's done it on her own. And all I do is I take pictures of products and I send it to her, and it's okay, do whatever you need to. If you need my help, let me know. But other than that, it's in her hands, and she's been doing really good. So it's
I agree, and I've seen a little bit of I seen y'all when you posted up at Santa Fe Spring Swimming, I believe. William was there, posted up, and then I think I seen the photo shoot was dope. That's when I was like, okay, you're taking it to another level. You know what I mean? Like when you had I think it was, I don't know, you had like some folks modeling the gear. I was like, that's dope. And then recently, maybe a couple months ago, when I saw that new logo, that was like, okay, that's killing it. So the evolution is beautiful. Keep it going.
Thank you.
What about what we say is the biggest highlight so far? Like something you're like, damn, I'll never forget this.
I think the merchandise being in the local market in the liquor store down when I was living in Tahunga.
Is it still there?
It's still
Okay,
there.
where can people go if they're in Tahunga? What's the liquor store?
It's called Tahunga Canyon Market.
Where's it at?
That's off of Tahunga Boulevard in Tahunga.
Yeah?
City of
Okay.
Tahunga.
Okay, I think I know where that one's at. Like in right by the park?
No, it's actually going up to the hills to the mountains. It's like at the foot of the mountain.
Okay.
Off
Okay,
of
okay.
Tahunga.
Like Angela's Forest and shit.
Yeah.
Like going up there, like, damn, I'm gonna go camping. Let me go get that
Let
Boss
me
Apparel
grab my
real
hoodie
quick.
real quick.
Real
my
quick.
beanie.
That's right.
Was that the first store?
I think the
that
biggest
was-
highlight to me now is when I make something for her, and then all of a sudden, like the whole box is going to one person.
Oh.
Damn, one
like-
person just
Yeah.
bossing out and just like, let me get that.
Like that to
That's
me
dope.
is like you're not selling piece by piece
No,
anymore.
you're like
selling,
wholesale.
Like you're already like
Distributor.
That's all going off to one
Yeah.
person, or you have a group of items going to another person or something.
Is that one person that's flipping them?
No.
Or like they're
No,
just
they're
fans?
wearing
Like they're rocking. That's like, okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
dope.
And then I have all my high school wearing my gear, and it's really neat to watch it. It's like, that's
That
my
is
stuff.
fresh.
Yeah, some of the posts are on my Instagram, but yeah.
Dope.
I have teachers, I have
That's-
staff.
I
all
see
wearing
it.
my
There you go.
I'm like, I see the school bus in the back and people modeling. I'm like, okay, I see Barbara's getting it in. She's doing she's getting the hustle and the support.
Yeah.
That's
I have a lot of support. I've had a lot of support. I've been really blessed with that. I have people helping me along the way and kind of guiding me, and it's been a nice journey.
That's dope.
dope.
How'd you get it into the store, like that liquor store?
I knew the guy.
Oh, all right.
I knew the guy.
And he was just cool, like, yeah.
Yeah, he let me put it in, and then we were selling, and I started making.
nice.
People were coming like from Palmdale to get stuff.
Oh,
I love
I
it.
think the furthest I've ever shipped out was to Finland.
Finland. Oh,
I
wow.
have some in Finland, New York, Arizona, Kansas. Yeah,
Keep it going.
Did they ever tell you how they came across your product? Like, hey, I need
social media.
social media. And they're like, send it my way. So when you got that first one from Finland, you were like, what?
Yeah, I was like, damn, the shipping's crazy.
You're like, it is.
like, Jay, yeah. but I was happy. Yeah.
Yeah, did they send you a picture of them wearing it? That's dope.
It's on my social media.
Oh, all right, cool.
We're gonna put it the social media page.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's gonna
for
be up.
sure. We're gonna let people know where to buy it,
Yeah.
and how to reach out. So I mean, we know how you started. We know some of your like your journey, but where do you want to take it from here on out?
Well, I'm close to retirement, and so what I want to do is open up my own store, but I kind of want to have it for women and men that have been through their struggles and want a second chance, and I want to hire them at my store.
That's right. Any specific struggle? Like formerly
yeah.
incarcerated?
Yes, I want
That?
definitely that, and women that have been through physical, emotional abuse, and just want that second chance.
Yeah,
I
To
love
feel
it.
like a
I love
boss.
it.
yeah,
That's right.
That's
I love
right.
it.
I love that because
Yeah.
I know a lot. One of the biggest struggles when you go through a breakup and come out of an abusive relationship is like, especially if they never worked before, is where do I start? And a program like you create that or create a program like that, girls gonna they not only girls but guys as well. They, that's a good stepping stone for them because they build a resume and they could grow from there.
Right.
So that's dope right there.
And it's also dope, like that's even deep, like what you're talking about, like the story meaning, and kind of like it's deep that it's like part of, it sounds to me like it could be part of the healing process, like going through like some violence or some crazy shit and then being able to, like you say, have a second chance,
Yeah,
It's a
not
beautiful
only that-
situation. Even sometimes we need third and fourth chances, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're human and we fuck up a lot.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean-
but not only that, but you think about it, that everybody's gonna be the same. They're gonna talk to each other, realize like, oh man, I'm going through the same thing. Let's help each other out. So that's
support.
dope. And I mean, they're gonna look at you because I mean, you've gone through some stuff, and then you're gonna have this store for them. And it's gonna be dope. So
And I can honestly say that I've been through, what you're gone through or going through, and let's do this. You're a boss.
that's right.
Let's do this.
Yes. It's so
Boss Apparel.
yeah.
Right.
So like, let's say you got a lot of experience now. What would you tell someone that wants to start in a clothing line? Like some suggestions. What advice will you give them how to get started? What kind of mindset they need to have to create a clothing line like yours?
Well, first of all, you have to be determined and you have to want it. And once you want it, your ideas just start flowing. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, or don't be afraid that it's not going to work, because you need to take that chance. And and that's what I did. I took the chance, and here it is. And I could have said no, it's not going to work, or I but just do it.
Yeah. And are you open-minded to people like reaching out and for you to be their mentor, so they could have ideas like, you know what, like, I don't know where to start. Where can I buy this? Where can I buy that? Or what programs do I need to design? You open to that? Like mentoring people for that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? Cool.
Definitely.
And they could reach you at, what were they, IG, or do you have email?
Like
or?
DM you on the Instagram or how?
Yeah, I have all social media platforms, but my my Instagram has everything on it, right?
If you go to her website, it's bossapparel.la.com, and from there you can reach her Facebook, Instagram, but Instagram is bossapparel.la, and
Yeah, if you go to my
she's reachable.
website, it'll take you to
Okay,
social media.
sweet.
That's right.
That's what's up. Always helping others and teach them, and let's all grow together, right?
Yes, definitely.
And what about you? What advice would you give?
Oh, geez. I mean, really, just don't give up. If you have a idea in your head, it doesn't work out, try another route. Like if that's what you want to do, just keep at it. Like I have so many obstacles that seem to keep her. It's just, these are 2 stories out of however many, and really, like, it's been so many years coming, and I haven't given up. So, and I do have something to show for it.
Yeah.
It's not money in my account. It's like much more than that. So there's a bigger platform out there. So that's what I try to teach my kids. Like, just keep to it. Like, don't give up.
Yeah.
Really, even if that's, maybe you change your direction later, it's fine. Just have a plan, have a focus, have a direction and motivation. You have much support around you. So
That's
Powerful.
That's powerful.
Yeah, y'all spitting some knowledge today. I love it. Some game.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's true. And probably one last question, before anything, like what does it mean to you, or what has it been like? Has it given you? A lot of people when they start business, they're like, "Nah, it's not gonna give me anything. I'm not." And some people think about money. Other people think like self-esteem. But like for you, what can you say? This is what it has done for me, and this is what I feel like it has. I'm successful because of this.
Yeah, it just made me feel like that I can do it. That I can do something that I put myself up to doing. And that was important to me. It really was.
So now you're not even scared of anything, right?
No, I just pray. I pray up, and then I get it done.
That's what's up.
I don't walk out of my house until I pray. Well, that's when I wake up in the morning, I pray.
That's
and
good.
And wherever I'm led, that's what I'm going to do. And I
Power of
execute
prayer.
it.
That's right.
Execute it. It's
Yes.
power of prayer, for sure.
What does Boss Apparel got going on? Like what's the next drop, or what do you got going right now as far as like gear, new drops?
No, we're going to start on our summer line.
Yeah.
We're starting on our summer line.
Damn.
more men's gear.
Yeah, we're going to do some more men's gear, and that's coming up.
There you
We're
go.
working on something right now for men. Like, we're going to focus on men right now.
Usually, when do you drop your summer line? Like around what time frame?
It'll probably be.
We haven't been into the seasons yet.
Okay.
No, we're gonna. Oh, and that, also too, we're gonna do a fashion show in May. In June. I'm sorry, in June.
Nice.
My
Oh,
birthday.
okay.
We're at.
We're gonna do a little club. We're gonna have it in like a little lounge club.
Nice.
that friends
Dope.
putting together, and so we're gonna be working on that. Oh, and also too, we have some workout gear coming out. That's gonna be real soon.
Dope.
There you
And
go.
we have workout gear coming.
I could hear my wife already telling me like, hey, you know what you gotta do.
Yeah, you know
There's
those boxes?
There's
You know
so
those
many
boxes?
different directions you can go, and it's like we try to make it for like the people that we have in our lives, like the kids, you know, her sons and my kids or her kids, and it's just like there's so many different people around us that's like it's hard to just limit, you know, and like really just okay, who are we doing this for?
I know.
Who is she doing this for? So
I know.
we go back and forth with like what's coming up next, but we're focusing in on a couple of different things, so we'll be dropping soon.
Yeah, definitely the workout gear is coming out real soon.
That's
And
what's
then
up.
we have some new men's line for you guys.
There you go.
right, that's dope.
For sure. Can't wait to rock that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Any last words you'd like to share or advice, to throw out to the audience or anything at all?
No, just any advice? I don't really have any advice for you guys,
all
but
good.
I just just keep going. Just be a boss.
That's advice right there.
Yeah, just keep going. Be a boss. Don't be afraid of what anybody's gonna say.
Okay.
That's right.
And
Sounds like creativity has been a big thing for y'all, like helping y'all get through like tough times. Because I can relate. Creativity is it's a
Definitely.
great form of self care, and for our mental health, our physical health, all
And it's
type of
hard being
health.
creative when you are in that little low moment too.
Oh,
so.
I feel that. I feel that.
talking about self-care, you've been going through a lot, and then you're doing this plus working on other things. What do you do for self-help?
For self care.
Self-care.
Yeah, honestly, I go to the gym.
That's right.
Just even if I'm just get on that treadmill for a little while, it just takes my mind off of everything and get home and my mind starts moving again.
That's right.
I have very little sleep lately. I get very little sleep as my mind's going all the time. What's next?
I know.
What's next?
Stay focused, really.
Stay focused for sure.
How about you? What you doing for self care? To stay creative on the
Actually,
designs
I've
and
been
all that.
resting.
A lot of
I've
good
been
rest.
taking time to rest.
That's
just
important.
Refocusing and readjusting. My world's been real crazy lately too, so it's just really like focusing in on what's in front of me, what I have to do, the people in front of me, the work I have, and the people that rely on my work too.
Yeah.
So it's just making sure I'm in the right headspace and just making sure I'm okay.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Taking
That's
the me
good.
time, I never really did that before. So.
That's a problem with a
That-
lot of
that-
us. A lot of us don't do
and
that.
the me time kind of results in sleeping right now, and I'm okay with that. So I'm resting up. But no, I still, I push out work and do what
There you
I
go.
do.
Yeah.
So.
And when you're working, what kind of music be playing? People want to know what does Boss Lady
Yeah.
listen to when she's
Corridos,
working?
oldies was good. Some freestyle.
Yeah. I like some hectic. I listen to some
That's right.
hectic.
Word.
I also I like
100K?
oldies.
Oldies, yeah, that's right. Who you bumping on? Who the oldies?
Brentwood.
That's right. What?
Can't never go wrong with all these.
Isley Brothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
How about you? What you bumping?
Oh my gosh, I listen to a lot of stuff. My work time's usually like in the middle of the night when everybody's sleeping, so I put on everything and anything. I listen to a lot of hip hop.
That's
a lot of
right.
R&B, like more electric stuff, and like, just all over the place. It just depends on my mood. Depends on the vibe, what I'm working on too,
That's right.
how tired I am.
Dope. Oh, what part of yours from the valley too?
No, I'm from like Whittier area, Pico.
Okay. You're now in the valley?
So no,
No.
I'm still.
Okay,
in-
still okay.
Oh.
Ooh, look at her. She said
Anyways,
stayed in the area.
okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I've lived in every city surrounding, but I still went back. So
To Whittier.
yeah, Pico.
Pico. That's right.
That's what's up.
Thank you so much for pulling up, y'all, and sharing.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
Wow.
for having us.
Boss Apparel.
One more time, where can they reach out to you?
Boss Apparel L.A.com.
Boss
BossApparelLA.com.
Okay.
That's right. And we'll have the link to it.
Yes.
BossApparelLA.com.
The link's right on bottom, homie. Nah.
Get your gear. Hey, once again, I really appreciate you coming out and sharing your story. You're an inspiration. Trust me, like a lot of people are gonna relate to this and feel like they could do it as well. So I really appreciate you sharing, you know, some of the deep stuff too.
Yeah,
so,
real deep.
Yeah. So thank you once again for coming out. And check her out, you know?
Yeah, and I appreciate, like, when we reached out, I was like, it was dope because, like, the development that you've been going and doing, and, like, I seen a lot of the process. Not everything, obviously, just what I see on IG, but it was inspirational in itself. So I was like, man, it'd be dope to have Boss Apparel, you know, Barbara pull up and share some of her stories so we can inspire some of our females and, you know, other folks that are not they don't often share their story, or they're not affiliated with the word boss, you know what I mean? So sometimes we got to flip the script, and I think you're a perfect example, y'all a perfect example of flipping the script and the narrative. So keep it going. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Once again, Block Boy.
Block Boy Radio.
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 Block Boy Radio. Block Boy Radio.